So I'm sharing a personal story today about a time when I was growing up, and I don't want it just to be a reminiscing of the good old days. But I do think that it's something that a lot of older people, such as myself, would relate to. But hopefully, there's some of the younger viewers out there that'll see this as being interesting. So I'll try to make it as interesting as possible, because it's not the reminiscence of an old person, although that comes into it. Anyway, when I was a teenager, this was an 8 millimeter film camera that I used to photograph a lot of our family events, birthday parties, any sort of family event whatsoever. And it was a fun thing to do. You would take these films and splice them together into larger reels like this, and present them at a home movie night. And it was a great way to share some of the family history. At that time, it was the current history, and now, decades later, this is really, really past history. But something happened. One day, we were photographing these movies all the time and splicing them together into the reels, and then all of a sudden, it stopped, and I'm not sure why. We just lost interest, and or other things took up more of our time and we didn't have time to do this any longer. And so what happened was, um, I don't even know where our movie projector went, where the movie screen went to. It was gone. It's been sold or given away. We I still have the old movie camera, and we have these reels of film, but they've been stored in boxes for decades, and our children haven't seen them. Certainly, our grandchildren haven't. And I was thinking about this, and I'm thinking, what an important part of family history to take these films out now and think of a way to share it, get them digitized, or find an old movie projector and actually show this film to your children and grandchildren. I'm talking personally for myself, but if there's any other baby boomers out there, or anybody that has old 8 millimeter film, think about getting them out of that box that's been stored in the basement or wherever you store them, in the shoebox under the bed, and share it with the rest of the family. Because having worked in museums all my life, I realized that just keeping history is not important. It's sharing of history that's important, and we have to think about ways of preserving our family history, but also not losing it. So, older, younger people, think about this, and maybe ask around and ask other family members whether anybody has old 8